footage has emerged proving WNBA referees definitely have an agenda against Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever.
Like that. Kathy Engelbert, the WNBA, the team owners, the Players Association, in the split of an instance, all of it can change. In a split instance, all of it can change. If this injury does anything, it should be a wake-up call to the WNBA, the Players Association, the team owners, that just like that, all this fanfare, all this interest, all this newfound attention on the league can disappear.
The WNBA just hit the nuclear button. In a move no one saw coming, Commissioner Kathy Engelbert is out. And now, whispers are swirling that a basketball legend is being lined up to take her place. Not a suit, not a boardroom lifer, but a hardwood icon, a Hall of Famer, a game changer. What happened? Why now? And how does Caitlin Clark fit into all this? Strap in, because this is the biggest power shift in WNBA history, and it's messier than you think.
Off right now. Really didn't feel like making this video because what I just witnessed displayed on CBS was horrendous. These WNBA referees need to be fined. Something needs to happen. I mean, the lack of calls against the New York Liberties was at an all-time high, bro. I mean, if this was an NBA game, a lot of players would have been fouled out. A lot of players would have been in deep foul trouble. The way Caitlin Clark and Indiana Fever was getting fouled, it was just hard to watch at times. Now, granted, they rallied back from a 15-1 lead. From a 15-point deficit. But, guys, I'm telling you right now, the referees are the storyline in this one, bro. And I told y'all, I stressed to y'all this offseason, I told y'all what it was. I say, if Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever be successful, the referees is going to try to derail it. And that's exactly what happened in this game, bro. They derailed them from beating the New York Liberty.
It started as the most hyped game of the year. Indiana Fever versus New York Liberty. National TV. Sold out. The rookie phenom Caitlin Clark facing off with the reigning champs. But what happened on that court didn't feel like basketball. It felt like sabotage. Backlash was swift. The league suspended the refs. But then came the real twist. Insiders revealed Commissioner Kathy Engelbert didn't approve the suspensions herself. In fact, she was privately asked to resign just hours later. What started as an officiating scandal turned into a political bloodbath.
I am always dumbfounded by how many times they call fouls on screeners and how many illegal screens are set in the WNBA.
Caitlin Clark didn't just bring fans, she brought accountability. She's been hacked, body-checked, and even blindsided by Kennedy Carter in a move more NFL than WNBA, and the league barely blinked. The real story isn't just about referees. It's about power. Multiple team owners, frustrated by silence from the top, reportedly pushed Engelbert out. Why? Because Clark's arrival exposed cracks that were already there. Favoritism, poor leadership, and a commissioner seen as out of touch. But here's where it gets insane. Word is, the WNBA already has someone lined up. A name no one expected. Championship rings. Hall of Fame status. And deep Indiana roots. Yup, Larry Bird.
Screening action down low. Clark has to get open. 1 second left.
Foul right there. Boom.
Clark doesn't get the shot off. Cloud locks her up. And New York comes into Indianapolis. The checkered flag.
Now, look, Natasha Cloud, and I made a video yesterday. I told y'all Natasha Cloud could possibly be the reason. I say, I hope not, but she could possibly be the reason Caitlin Clark.
If Larry Bird takes over, expect change and fast. Better officiating, more transparency, maybe even league expansion. He's not a politician. He's a winner. And he'll protect stars like Clark, not let them get buried by bad calls. Fans are torn. Some call Engelbert a scapegoat. Others say she failed to capitalize on the WNBA's biggest moment. On social media, one post summed it up. Clark brought the world to the WNBA and the league kicked the door shut. The WNBA is standing on a fault line. One side is the old guard. The other? A new era powered by superstar talent, social media, and sky-high expectations. If Larry Bird steps in, it could be the shock the system needs.
There could be an NBA referee scout at any high school game. And I know that was something that was going viral on Twitter when we are talking about the referees.
Commissioner out, refs exposed, Caitlin Clark in the crosshairs, and a Hall of Famer waiting in the wings. The WNBA just changed forever. And we're only in week 3. Hit that subscribe button. We've got more exclusives dropping this week, including the truth behind Clark's next shoe deal and whether Nike might pull the plug. The WNBA just sent shockwaves through the basketball world. Their brightest star, Caitlin Clark, is sidelined. The league's commissioner, Cathy Engelbert, is facing calls to resign. And now, NBA legend Larry Bird is rumored to be stepping in to take the reins. Is this the beginning of a bold new era? Or the league's biggest gamble yet?
Indiana Fever star rookie Caitlin Clark was subject to several intentional fouls. Now, they also brought up Game 5 of the WNBA Finals. We actually made a whole video about that as well because there were some suspect calls at the end of that game, and a lot of people felt like the WNBA Finals were actually rigged because Cathy Engelbert was also wearing a dress that had the New York City skyline on it. So there was just a bunch of things that seemed kind of...
It started with Caitlin Clark's injury during a high-impact game against the Sparks. Her MRI confirmed a quad strain, ruling her out for multiple games, a massive blow to the Fever and the league's momentum. Behind the scenes, tension that had been building for months finally boiled over. WNBA insiders began circulating a rumor that Commissioner Cathy Engelbert was losing the confidence of both team owners and top players. This isn't the first time Cathy Engelbert has faced the heat. Since taking office in 2019, she's overseen historic growth, record-breaking TV deals, jersey sponsorships, and charter flight upgrades. But she's also been blasted for inconsistent officiating, lack of transparency, and slow responses to player injuries. Just as calls for Engelbert's exit reached a fever pitch, a name emerged from the shadows: Larry Bird. Multiple sources from Indiana's front office and former league executives confirm Bird has been quietly approached about stepping in as interim or even permanent WNBA commissioner. Bird's resume is ironclad. 3 times NBA champion, 3 times MVP, architect of Pacers' golden era as president of basketball operations, a respected voice among both NBA and WNBA veterans. He's not just a figurehead, he's a fixer. Make no mistake, none of this explodes without Caitlin Clark. The 22-year-old phenom has transformed the league's popularity, driving viewership up 250% in one season. Her absence? It's a warning shot. The WNBA can't afford to lose her, and the fans know it. Insiders say Bird already has a list of non-negotiables. Immediate reform of officiating standards, transparent injury protocol oversight, league-wide mentorship program for young players, increased team accountability. As rumors swirled, Engelbert broke her silence, sort of. At a June 2nd press event, she was asked about Clark's injury, officiating issues, and the rumors of Bird replacing her. So here we are, a superstar sidelined, a commissioner under fire, and a legend possibly stepping in to steer the ship. Is Larry Bird the answer? Or is this just smoke before a bigger fire? What happens next could define the WNBA for the next decade. Let us know what you think in the comments. Smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the next chapter of this unfolding story.